feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than like Yukin. They sending shots but I'm high, just juking. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G. You know I can't forget that I do it. Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying in to Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. Returns looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Opening play, and Dak's gonna throw. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Running back sent in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. He's still going at the 30. Keeps himself upright. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Garino. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Here's Garindo again. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! Wait, take! Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide. Going to 54, wide.
He keeps it himself. And he gets in, touchdown! The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Buying some time right. Caught by Theo Johnson.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. A pistol snap. Fields. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. They were going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now a give to Garindo. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. 46. Here we go, 47.
Dak now from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Prescott now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt reaches 50 yards. And it'll be Giants football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Fields out of the gun. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He's got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Kill.
Dak out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? We're going to 52. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Lions. We're going to 54. Lions. Here we go. Kill. What do you think?
Throwing again is Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we go. Right check. We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Lions. What do you think?
From the gun is Prescott. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes this in at the 25. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. Play action, Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
First down, Brooklyn.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They run the counter to HN. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Off play action, it's Fields. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Giants take a second quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Garindo. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check! Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's incomplete left side. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch made here at the 30. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They've got first down from the 31. They'll start the drive with a chance. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
2nd and 8. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. Big man's showing up the yards. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
First down,
Staying on the ground here with Achane. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Now Fields. This throw is caught. And in for the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, here's Prescott again. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A-chain on the inside give. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They motion the tight end over. Second down carry for A-chain. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. It's the Giants who have 1st and 10. They'll stick with A-chain. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
2nd and 10 now. That's caught. Devon A-chain. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Here we go. Good. Go. No much. Easy.
Fields throwing here. Finds Hyatt. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Butker knocks it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Dak to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. He's throwing deep to the left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Here we go. Right, take it. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Third and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Fields on first down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Pierce now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
He finds Johnson. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender comes away with it. And the Cowboys have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. We're going to 54. Right in.
Dak now from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
We're going to 53.
Prescott now to throw on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Going to 54. Going to 54. Right in. Here we go. 47. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that'll bring up second down. Dak throwing again. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
We're going to 54. Right in.
Another throw for Prescott. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Here we go. We're going to 54. Right in. Here we go. 46. 46.
They bring their tight end left.
26.
On fourth down, Prescott to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Here's A-Chain running right. Along this sideline inside the 25. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down. A-Chain again. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They give to Achane on the option. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Going to the ground again on first. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hey, going out,
He's got a man left. Touchdown! Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. He's got it deep downfield. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball.
Well, that call came at just the right time to rip a hole in the defense. And it should have been a play that knocked them on their backs and led to points. But one player's tireless effort stole the ball, stole the momentum, stole the show, and averted a complete disaster.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Achane. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 29. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cowboys are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Dak off the play fake. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
That's good for a
Only one
Cowboy.
quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Cowboys football as we're really just counting down this final quarter. This game seems out of hand. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Go to 54, Wyatt.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Kill. Kill. Go to 53.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has it at the 7. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Working inside the red zone. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, 47. Go to 54, Wyatt.
They are throwing it again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here. And he's got a man complete.